All right. I love seeing so many of you guys jump on, ready and eager to learn this program or meal planning. It doesn't even have to be this program. My name is Jennifer Wooten, and for those of you guys that don't know me, I'm the founder of Team No Limits. We've got about 400 coaches on our team, so if you've been invited to this call, you're probably some way associated with one of my awesome coaches, and we're excited to have you guys. What we take pride in on our team is that we do not sell you anything. We suggest what we will know will work for you according to your goals, and then we teach it to you. So we like to teach you the meal plan because really, in all honesty, that's where you're going to get your results from. 80% of your results are going to come from what you do in the kitchen. So it's super, super important that you ask questions, you understand nutrition, you understand your portions, you understand the calorie bracket that you're in and why. So please make sure that you take note of any questions or whatever, and I'm totally going to open it up to you guys. I started on my journey. I'm just going to give you a little tiny bit of history real quick, just so you don't think I'm some crazy person that just enjoys meal planning, because I don't. I started on this journey about 2.5 years ago, and that was after I was working at the same job, Kennedy Space Center in Florida, for about 12 years, and I hurt my back. It was after an 18-hour shift, and I had lifted entirely too many things that day, and it just went wrong, and I was injured. So that took me out for the count, and I've had surgeries. I had bulging discs, fluid in my neck, you name it, I had it. I've had many procedures done, medications, all of that. Finally, the doctor just washed his hands of me and told me that I would never work a manual labor job again. Those of you guys who do know me understand how hard I took that. I'm a worker. I'm a doer, and I like to stay busy. So it really affected me. I kind of went into a depression, gained about 40 pounds, probably closer to 50, but I wouldn't step on a scale after it was about 40. I couldn't hardly walk most days. I was stuck in bed, unable to even roll over without being in complete pain. I was working 4 part-time jobs. And the reasoning behind that was because I couldn't stand up or do anything for more than 4 hours at a time. And some days it was more like an hour, or I couldn't even get out of bed. So it was a pretty rough road. My coach hounded me for an entire year of me saying, no, I don't want to join you. I don't want to join you. I don't drink those stupid shakes. I hate shakes. I've tried everything. I don't want it. I like being fat. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And I finally gave in because I was tired of being tired. And I finally gave in to this 21-day fix thing. I gave it everything I had. Nobody had ever done the program. It was brand new, so I learned it. I learned it because I didn't want to fail at something else. I learned it because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was tired of being overweight, out of shape, trying to keep up with 4 teenagers. I'm a mom of 4. It wasn't easy, so I learned it, and now I'm here to teach it to you guys. So I just wanted to give you that little history so you don't think I'm somebody who actually started off with nutrition and no. This is something that has saved my life and the lives of over 600 people that I've helped. So welcome to meal planning, you guys. I am so excited. I don't know what plan you're on. A majority of you are probably on the 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme. Let me mute 1 second. Amanda. Oh, this Mac. Okay, great. All lines are muted. So I want you guys to take out 3 sheets of paper, okay? Or have them available. I have an Excel version for this too, but what I'm going to teach you today is just going to be on paper. You can decide how you want to do it later on in life or whatever, but I'm just going to give you a few different ideas. First of all, you need to be doing your calculation for whatever program you're on. Okay, if you're not on a program and you want to be, learn portion control and all of that, reach out to the person that invited you. If you are, look through your darn book, eating plan. One comes with every single, I have a library of them, so I could whip out any book y'all need advice on. But this, I'm telling you, you have to do the calculations because then you're going to find out what tier you're in. And I realized my book is a dinosaur because they've changed the page numbers. And I used to be able to be like, okay, go to page 4, go to page 19. But apparently they changed the book around a little bit and I need to update. So do your calculation first. This is very important because it goes off of your weight, not my weight, not what's her face's weight, not his weight, but your weight. This is going to be specific to you, all right? And don't try and be like, oh, I'm going to go to the lowest bracket so I can lose the most weight. Not going to work. This is calculated specific to your weight. It's going to put you in the correct bracket, and you are to eat whatever is in that bracket. Don't try and eat less just thinking that you'll lose, because you won't. I'm sorry, I got to keep muting lines, guys. Okay. So after you do your calculations, go find the tiers so that you know what tier you fall under, okay? Very important. So you're going to say if you're under 1,200 on the calculator, then you're just going to go in that first bracket. If you're over 2,300 and you're on 21-day fix, then you're just going to go in this last bracket, okay? And it's going to be the same for whatever program you're on. Find your bracket. So do your calculation, find out what tier you're in. All right, before we get into the meal planning, I want to talk about seasoning, you guys. This can make or break you. You could be eating the most nutritious, incredible, delicious meal, but if you cover it in iodized table salt and Lawry's seasoned salt, I'm from the South, I used to put that junk practically on everything, okay? You got to let it go. It's not good for you. It has way too much sodium, and it's going to make you retain the water. You're going to feel bloated all the time, and it's just going to totally screw with your results, okay? No more table salt. You're going to go get you some sea salt. Himalayan sea salt is incredible. It takes it back to the most natural state of salt. You can actually, I'll tell you a trick, you know, Marshall's and Ross, I'm pretty sure most of us have those in our areas. Go back into the gourmet food section of those places. You can get the same thing you'd get in a grocery store for $14, you'll get it for $4 over there, okay? I have 4 teenagers. I like to save money. So go find yourself some. That's really good. Mrs. Dash is good. Yeah, it's got a couple other things in it, but it doesn't have the salt. So that's up to you if you want to use it or not. And then in your books, surprise, surprise, incredible seasoning recipes. It tells you how to make different seasonings out of things that are on the plan. So look in the back of your book. Get to know this book like nobody else's business, okay? So that's seasoning. I just wanted to hit on that because no matter what I tell you about food, if you season it wrong, you're not going to get the results that you're expecting, okay? You can lose up to 15 pounds in just 21 days if you're on the 21-day fix. I know because I did it. And that is the only reason I became a coach, is because I felt so incredible. I wanted everybody else to feel like me. So you can, but you have to follow it to the T or you won't. All right. Water, also very important. I'm going over these before the food because if you don't do these things, you're gonna be like, why am I not losing? Why am I gaining? And it's like, okay, so listen, this is probably what's going wrong. You need to be drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water. You weigh 150, drink 75 ounces of water, okay? Just do the math. All right, that's super important. One more thing, if you're a coffee drinker, don't think just because you're eating great and working out for 30 minutes a day and popping in those DVDs, that if you go to Starbucks every single day that it's okay, or that you use that sugary creamer or the one that says sugar-free. It's not okay. You have to change things up. You came to whoever invited you to this call for a reason. Whatever you were doing didn't work, or you wouldn't be here. So you need to take this serious, you guys. Give it all you got for the duration of your project, your program, and I promise you're going to feel better than you have ever felt before. But these are very important things to know, okay? All right, so first piece of paper. Oh, one more thing. Measure yourself and weigh in, okay? I'm going to do some TMI on this call, okay, because I hold nothing back. Measure yourself everywhere. Write it all down, and you need to weigh yourself the morning of after you go to the bathroom, okay? Before you eat anything, before you drink a whole bunch of gallons of water, all that good stuff, weigh yourself. You're going to want, and take some before pictures, front, side, back. Do this for you. You don't have to show anybody. You don't even have to send them anywhere or anything if you don't want to. You can turn them in for some money. I personally know people who have won $100,000 when we were just in Nashville. But we'll talk about that later. But take these pictures for yourself, because in just 21 days or 30 days or however long your program is, you are going to be so glad that you took those before pictures, because you're going to be blown away. All right. So now you get to bust out the paper. We're going to do this so elementary, and y'all are going to laugh at me, and I love it, and I don't care. So what you're going to do is you're going to write menu on one side, grocery list on the other, in a line straight down the middle. I know it was like really hard, right? You guys came to my kindergarten class. Welcome. So now what you're going to do is write a B for breakfast. Give it a little bit of space. S for snack. L for lunch. Give it a little bit of space, guys, because you're going to write a few options for each one, each meal. And then D for dinner, okay? And put another S at the end because you have to have 2 snacks, all right? All right, so for breakfast, if you have a book, there's tons of recipes. If you're not on a program, I'm trying to keep this as versatile as possible because there's lots of people on here that are on all kinds of different programs and maybe some that aren't even on one. Write a few options for breakfast. I'm going to give you a few examples of what I do. I only write 3 options or 4 options max because I'm not cooking 7 days a week, okay? Again, for teenagers, not happening. I am not cooking 7 days a week. So I do oats with berries. I do omelets, and then right next to my omelets, I write what I like in my omelets. If I eat eggs, 9 times out of 10, I'm adding spinach to them. And that's something I've grown to love, not something I started out loving, okay? So don't be afraid. Turkey, bacon, whatever. I put everything that I want in my omelet. I make a little list of it, okay? And shake. Shake's the easiest thing. If you're not a breakfast eater, you need to start off small and work up to it. But you need to train yourself to be not skipping meals. When you skip meals, your body goes into starvation mode. Start storing anything and everything that you put in your mouth. Every bit of sugar, everything that's bad for you, it holds on to it thinking that you're not going to feed it again. And it doesn't process as fast. Your metabolism slows down. So when you eat smaller, nutritious meals more often, your metabolism speeds up and you're burning fat left and right because you're feeding it good things, right? Makes sense? I didn't know that. I thought if I stopped eating for a couple days and just drank some coffee, maybe nibbled on a couple things here and there, that I would lose weight. But I was not. I was storing fat. So anyways, all right, so you got a few different options, right? All right, go to S for snack. What will you eat for snack? The babies. 9 times out of 10, I'm eating fruit with Greek yogurt or I'm drinking a shake. 9 times out of 10, I'm the same thing every time. I like to save my fruits for snack because I'll throw in like apple and peanut butter or banana and peanut butter with, walnuts. I know you guys have seen my pictures. All right. Everybody got a couple options for snack? It's a pretty easy task. You can go through your book, okay? You can go through your book. There's a page for every container. If you're on a program, you can go through and be like, okay, what kind of fruit do I want to eat for snack this week? Grab yourself. We're going to make a grocery list. So write down things, guys. All right? Veggies. If you like veggies, like maybe some celery and hummus or carrots and hummus or something, you can write down the vegetable, write down just go through there. There's every page, every container has a list of foods that you can eat. You don't need to keep it in the container. We're going to go over how you build meals. But you've got lots of options here, guys. Lots of them. All right, lunch. I am so basic. For your first week, you do not want to overcomplicate it with gourmet meals and big recipes of like pots of things because then you have to learn how to break it down. So we're going to start off slow, you guys. Not boring, but slow. All right, lunches, I typically do wraps, salad jars, trick to a salad jar, keep the squishy stuff at the bottom, all the harder vegetables as you go up because then that way it's not making your lettuce and stuff soggy. I love salad jars. You can add meat and hard-boiled eggs and all kinds of stuff in there. And leftovers, right? After day 1, you should be having leftovers. So don't be afraid to do that. I love me some leftovers. And by wraps, most of the time I take romaine leaves and I stick my turkey and avocado and tomatoes and all that good stuff right in the middle of a romaine leaf and eat it. It's crunchy, makes me feel like I'm eating potato chip because I am a junk food queen, or I used to be. Come on. Who's not muted? All right. Everybody got a few ideas for lunch? Once you get to dinner, you'll have more ideas for lunch because it'll be leftovers. All right, so dinner. You need 3 or 4 options. Now think about your week ahead. What do you guys have to do next week? Do you have really busy weeks? Do you need things that are easier to travel with? Do you, you know, what's your deal next week? Do you need to make some, you want some kebabs? Are you going to get on the grill? What's the weather look like? You got to think ahead, you guys. I only do 1 week at a time. There's no way in H that I am going to plan out an entire month ahead of time. My brain does not function like that. A lot of people get tripped up on it and they're trying to do too much. So just keep it right in front of you. What are you going to do next week? Because you're going to go this weekend or whenever. I hope by the weekend you're going to go grab all these groceries up and you're going to go cook and all this good stuff. So think of some options. Me, I think I have like a bachelor's recipe or a bachelor's menu. We're going to have some taco salad. Easy. You can have, guys, you can have taco. You have yellow containers. If you're on a program, you have carbs. Okay? Love your carbs. Don't feel like you need to skip the carbs and you're going to lose more weight because you're skipping carbs. Doesn't work like that, y'all. Does not work like that. You have to fuel your body. All right, I'm going to have taco salad. I'm going to have pizza because I go get the little flat outs and I love pizza. I even put spinach on my pizza. I can give you recipes. All right, we're going to talk about that too. I'm going to have I have chicken kebabs, so I'm going to get some chicken, veggies, and roasted sweet potatoes. So I'm going to put it all on a kebab, throw it on the grill. I love anything that comes off a grill. And then steak and veggies. I'm a big kebab. Anytime it's warm outside, I want everything on the grill. So do your thing, but think of about 4 ideas, okay? All right, so everybody's got some ideas written down? So now you're going to look at that food and decide what you have in your home. I always make my list when I'm sitting at the kitchen table and I don't want anybody else in there with me. Because I'm going to go get up and I'm going to go look in the cabinets and the refrigerator and I'm going to say, okay, I want oats and berries for breakfast. Do I have any blueberries, strawberries? What do I have? Okay, no, I don't. So I need to go grab some more. And I put it on my grocery list, right? Because when you walk in that store, you're going to be, bam, ready to go, right? You already got your menu. So now we're making a grocery list. Look at that list. You don't have to do it right now, but really go in your cabinets. If you already have spices that you can work with, look at your recipes for spices, you guys. There's some taco seasonings that are 21-day fix approved. There's Italian herbs. You can throw all over those kebabs. I make the spices, and that's the most expensive part. And then you never have to do it. Well, you have to do it again, but not for a while. It lasts a really long time. So make your spices, you guys. Make your salad dressings. These are incredible salad dressings, right? And snacks. Let's just talk about sweets, okay? I think I was born to eat potato chips and anything sweet or chocolate. And so these are very important in my life. And I will give up a yellow for my sweets. Make these granola bars with the banana oatmeal cookies. Make anything, all these sweets, have them on hand if you have a sweet tooth. All right, so that you're not going to break and go grab a candy bar or ice cream or whatever. Already have your sweet treats ready on hand. So when you hit that craving, you're like, oh, got to make a shake or got to go grab a couple of those energy balls or whatever it is that you pick to make. Write it down. If you don't have the ingredients in your house, put it on your grocery list. You need to be strategic going in that grocery store, you guys. You should be sticking to the outside aisles. Think about it. What's on those inside aisles is all processed. Go in there as little as possible, right? As little as possible. I've realized more and more that I hardly ever go down those middle aisles unless it's for gallons of water or whatever. Because I'm not fancy. I will walk around with a gallon of water in my hand. There is nothing classy about that when not even trying to be cute, guys. Don't be afraid to grab a gallon of water and keep it trucking. That's easier for you too. All right, everybody got options? Yeah? Does anybody have any questions before I move to the next part? Don't be afraid to ask questions. This is how you learn. All right, we're going to move on to the next part. You can ask questions anytime, guys. So you have your grocery list, right? Or you have your menu, you have your grocery list going. I set that right next to my paper that I'm about to do the breakdown of the containers. And this is where it trips people up, right? This is what really is like, people are like, how the heck do you build meals and whatever, right? So what you're going to do, again, elementary. And that's how I started because I had to teach myself. So I'm just teaching you the very first way I learned. Well, I'm going to teach you another trick in a minute, but So at the top, if you're on a program and you know what bracket you are on and how many containers or how many of each container you're supposed to eat, just do a quick little rundown. I have to eat 3 green, 4 red, 2 purple. I can't see that good either. 2 yellow, 1 orange, 1 blue. And just write it up there, okay? That's how many you have to eat of everything, right? Now you're going to do a tally system, right? This is how we're going to build our menu. And you don't have to eat what you put on Monday, okay? Be a rule breaker. It's okay. As long as you eat all of your containers in a day. I save every menu I make and I put it in a binder so I could reuse when I don't feel like making one. We're going to go over some more things in a minute. Anyways, breakfast. On this day, whatever the heck day I decide to do this, I'm going to eat oats with berries. That equals 1 yellow, and I'm going to do half a purple of berries, right? So I go up here and I tally 1 yellow, half purple, right? And don't be afraid to break your containers up. I'm stingy with my cheese, which is a blue container. Stingy as all get out. So what I do is I put half, if I'm making an omelet, I'll put half of my cheese in the omelet. And almost always I'm eating something that involves a taco. And I put the other half of cheese on my taco or my salad, okay? Or I use avocado or whatever. I repeat meals often. Is it bad to eat the same breakfast every day, or is it better to change it? Girlfriend, if that's what it works for you, eat the mess out of the same exact breakfast and same exact lunch every single day. Because trust me, for the first few weeks, I was terrified to go away from I wanted what I was used to because I knew how many containers it equaled. So do that until you get used to it. And then before you know it, you're going to start thinking containers. You're going to start thinking, okay, how many yellows have I had today? How many greens? You're going to be able to eyeball it. But don't always trust the eyeball. Make sure that you're keeping track of it. All right, so breakfast. You get the idea of that? Now write your snack. What are you going to eat for snack on this day? You had options. Now we're breaking it down into day by day, okay? And you can just make 3 days worth with the breakdown of containers, so you're making sure that you're getting enough containers in and you have it broken up evenly, right? Very important, guys. Yellows and purples, that is your carbs and your fruits. You want to get those 2 containers out of the way as early as possible in the day. I always say before 6 if you're on a pretty normal schedule and you're in bed by 10 or 11 like me. Well, I'm in bed by 1, but whatever. As long as you're, get your stuff done. Eat some dinner before 6 o'clock, and that way your body has time to digest it and break it down and get it out of there, okay? Yellows and purples. You want to get them done as early as possible. Okay, so try to avoid eating those late night dinners when it's got carbs. All right, so snack, fruit with Greek yogurt. I'm tell you a trick about Greek yogurt. It took me a while for it to, to warm up to it. Let me move this line. I can't with the Mac, it's so hard. Okay, so Greek yogurt. I use it as a sour cream. A plain Greek yogurt is amazing. It tastes just like sour cream. So if you're a taco eater, a little teaspoon of that doesn't. Autumn says she doesn't even count it. Okay, tastes like sour cream. But if you are like a parfait eater or something like that, you can use the Greek yogurt. Put vanilla extract. Make sure it's pure, natural vanilla extract without all that sugar and processed crap. Some cinnamon. And some berry, and mix it up really good with that plain Greek yogurt, and maybe some stevia if you use that. I use the liquid or the packets, and the stevia and the raw. I'm probably pronouncing it funky. It's stevia, however you want to say it. Tomato. But sweeten up your Greek yogurt so that you like it. Okay, you want to enjoy your food, or it'll be a diet. If you're not enjoying your food, this is going to feel like a diet, and you're never going to stick to it. Okay, so have fun with it. All right. That's 1 red, 1 purple. I put it up here. And you're probably going to need to take a little more time and go through your book and, okay, what is this container and whatever. I know it because I've been doing it a long time. Lunch. On this day, I'm going to have turkey wraps. That's going to have romaine, turkey, tomato, and avocado. So I'm going to use 1.5 green, 1 red, half a blue, and I'm going to mark it up here. Does anybody have a question so far?
Is the vanilla Greek yogurt bad?
No, I would just read the ingredients. Sometimes they have the organic that's flavored with the vanilla extract already. Just be careful of those sugars and fats in there. You just look at the, make sure it's a natural sweetener.
Okay.
I use just regular plain Greek yogurt. I get the organic kind. I'm not fancy. Like I said, I'm on a budget. I feed 4 teenagers that eat like grown men, like 400 times a day, it feels like. So I budget I don't play like that. I honestly do not buy organic meat or any of that. I pray over it and eat. That's what I do. So whatever works for you. If you have it in your budget, definitely go organic, because it's a lot cleaner, and those farm raised, whatever. I'm probably eating chemicals that, thank God I don't use regular salt, because, I don't even know. But do what you can, okay? We're not aiming towards perfection. We're aiming towards progress, right? When I grow up, I'm going organic. But for now, I'm going to eat whatever's in my budget. And that's what I suggest to you as well. All right. You got another snack, guys. So you already had one snack. You eat lunch. Couple out. You should be eating every 2 to 3 hours. Every 2 to 3 hours. Mary, do you have a question?
Got a question?
No, that was my question about the yogurt. Sorry.
Okay, awesome. No, it's okay. It says, I've never seen that lower your hand thingy. It's all right, so you have another snack. I'm going to eat a half an apple with peanut butter, because remember I had that other half from my berries, so I'm just going to eat half an apple. 4 kids, somebody will eat the other half, with some peanut butter, because we do have teaspoons included. And an orange container of pumpkin seeds, because I'm not eating a salad, so I'm not going to use salad dressing. So I want to make sure I get that orange container in. And that's your seeds and oils, right? Yeah, I think so. All right, so move on to dinner. And just keep doing this. And if you don't have your calculations in front of you, that's okay. But don't put this off. Don't get off of this call and not do it. All right, because you're learning it. This is what you're doing. Great. Yeah. You can use the agave too. That's really good. Or the raw honey to sweeten up your Greek yogurt. Those are all really good ideas. I love raw honey. There's a guy that sells it on the side of the road where my dad lives, and it's like the best honey ever. I just put a teaspoon of that, mix it up, and it's good to go. And there is a free page, and except for the Extreme program, 21 Day Fix Extreme is extreme on nutrition too. There is no pork, there's no bacon, there's no cheats or treats. In here, there's a restaurant guide. There is a treat guide. I'm telling you, look into your book. Don't be lazy. It won't get you results. It's what got you to us, right? I know that's what got me to this program. My butt was lazy, okay? Capital L. All right, so dinner, break it down. Containers. Now you go through, okay, how many greens do I have? All right, how many reds do I have? And if I need to add something else in, this is when I do it. That's what you need to do. You need to figure it out. This is how you figure it out. All right, does anybody have any questions on that part? Oh, I actually have 3 snacks a day. I will not lie. I save my shake for nighttime, because that's when I normally had the most cravings for like something sweet or something crunchy or a snack. I'm like a midnight snacker. So I suggest that you save your shake for your weakest meal of the day. For me, it's at night. So I usually end up doing a night workout. Y'all see, I'm trying to become a morning person. Just pray on that one. So I save it for nighttime. If you are one that usually skips breakfast, when I first started that, or this program, I drank it for breakfast because I used to always skip breakfast. Put it at your weakest time of the day, you guys, okay? Do not skip a meal. Always have it ready. Any questions on that? All right, you guys are just smarty pants. All right, prepping ahead. This is really big. You need to go through your list. So you have your list. You have your little menu, right? Where the heck's my menu? You have your menu for the week of all your little 3 or 4 options per thing. You have your grocery list going, right? At the bottom of my paper, I look at my list and I'm like, all right, what can I make ahead of time to make my life easier throughout the week? And this is serious. We've got jobs. I work a full-time corporate job that's usually like 50, 60 hours a week. I coach full-time, but this is like, it doesn't even feel like work. And then I have 4 teenagers in all different sports. I don't have time to sit over a stove all day and all night. So I hard boil my eggs for my salad or my snack. Sometimes I eat hard boiled eggs for snack. I wash all my fruit. I portion it out and put it in bags, and I already have it lined up, ready to roll out. If I got grapes or berries, or if I know I'm having oats with half of a portion container of berries, I'm dumping half of a portion container of berries for my oatmeal right there. And my kids already know, don't touch it, because I'm a little bit crazy. So just write down, think, what meats can you marinate? What vegetables can you chop? Are you having kebabs? Are you having salads? Get those salad jars ready, you guys. Taking that 1.5 to 2 hours on a weekend, whatever day you have off or night or whatever, if you work 7 days a week, taking that time at one time, I'm telling you, you will be so grateful throughout your entire week that you took that time to prep ahead of time. Before you go to bed at night, you should already know what you're going to eat the next day. You should already know what time you're going to press play. All right? You should already know that. You know your schedule, do you not? Yeah, things come up. Trust me, I know things come up. And that's when you can alter it around and move it around and work with it, but at least you already have some things prepped. Oh, I gotta go, I gotta run. Let me go grab a couple fruits out of the fridge and grab some. I'll chew on celery anywhere. I am no shame in my game. I will show up to a football game with a salad jar. And you shouldn't be ashamed either. If they got questions about it, give them a card. Tell them to join you. Give them your coach's name. You're on a mission, and you can't let anything deter you from that. You cannot let life keep being an excuse. We all get busy. So that's prep ahead. Prep ahead. You will be so grateful that you marinated that meat, and all you got to do is throw it on the grill or in the oven or crock pot. Oh, Lord. Crock pot meals save my life. Okay? If you need some crock pot recipes, all you have to do is reach out. We got 400 gazillion of them. All right? So that's the basic way you make a menu. You need to be tracking your containers. Yeah, you have it all planned out on a piece of paper. Looks awesome, right? But you need to be tracking it. Make sure that you're getting, there's paper ones. We got these going, the bracelets, so you can just move it to the other arm if you don't have time to be on your phone or a piece of paper marking all the time. All you got to do is reach out. There is an app on your phone. If you're a techie person, there's a 21-day fix app that you can go and log every time you drink some water, everything. And it tracks everything. It tells you what workout you should be doing, what day you're on, everything. Bracelets, I actually went online. I got this one from Nashville when we went. I got a set. But we went online to Amazon, and I think it was $10 for 400 of them. Something crazy, or 200 of them or something like that. And then we just divided it up however many contain, we went to the highest bracket. Okay. That's awesome. If Walmart has them, heck yeah, go down there. Dollar Store probably isn't having, you guys. You don't need to invest a whole bunch of money into it. I just did Amazon because I'm lazy and I wanted it delivered to me. Look at you. That's what I'm talking about. Love it. So see, there you go. Where there's a will, there's a way. Just track your containers. There's times when I'm like, oh crap, I'm missing a spoon or whatever, and I'll grab a thing of peanut butter. Get those containers, and the closer you stick to this program, your results are going to be off the charts. It's ridiculous.
Hey, Jen.
What's up?
How do you track your, when you are making family meals? Mm-hmm. I understand, if I'm making stir fry or whatever, I can portion that out easily. But especially with crock pots and stuff, how do you portion that out with your containers?
Well, crock pots typically are usually the meat, and then you have your side of pasta or rice, or depending on what you're making. So that's pretty easy. I measure mine out. The kids, the girls measure theirs out, but my boys just dig in. But with me, I will sit there and take the time with a red container and portion it out. If it's like tonight we had spicy beef, shredded beef tacos, and I just had my red container right there, and I just portioned it out for me and put it on there. If it's fajita night, if it's lasagna night, whatever like that, you can kind of eyeball a fair piece. And if you look in the book, it tells you how much of a pizza you can eat if you're out and about. It tells you how much of a lasagna and stuff like that. So you just you got to eyeball it. And just, if it's like lasagna, then that already has your blue of cheese. You can guarantee that. It's already got at least one yellow, and it's got one red of meat, if it's a meat lasagna. And it's a fair size piece.
Can I?
Yeah.
Just on that, because everyone gets really confused on the meals. Like, how do you do the crock pot? So I always, when I'm teaching the people that I work with, you look at the ingredient list, and 90% of what's on there you're going to knock off because it's free. Almost everything on a recipe, it's spices, it's vinegars, most of it's free. So then you get down to what Jen said. You got the meat, the potato, a starch, the vegetable. So I do everything in a 1 cup increment because a protein is a little less than a cup. It's 3/4 of a cup, and a vegetable is a cup. So if I grab, because I'm not good enough to like put the meat in the red, so I just grab a cup of it and I kind of look and I'm like, all right, well, if the potatoes are filling half a cup of potatoes is a yellow, and if the other half is meat, then a half a cup of meat is a half a red. So I mean, you gotta eyeball it, but it's not a pure science. And then of course I try to replace. So like if there's brown sugar in it, I try to get the brown sugar stevia substitute or whatever to make it as free as possible, except for the meats, the vegetables, and the carb. So like egg roll in a bowl. That's one of my favorites to use. It's cabbage and meat. So if I get a cup of it, I have red and green. So let's say it's half and half a green, half a red. I mean, you're not going to be exact, but it's, close.
Yeah, that's why you eat starting off with the simple until you get to hang up the portions and you get to like eyeball it and be like, okay, I got a good feel. Those people pack a lot of food. They pack a whole lot of food. So definitely like learn them first. Break up the recipes first and then start doing in the more complicated ones. Anybody else have a question on that? No. I don't know how to do all that. So let's see here. Yeah, I just want to make sure I went over everything I could think of the night before. Make sure you pack everything up if you're leaving the house in the morning. All right. Just like you do for the kids. All right. This is what you have to do. This is going to be your lifestyle. So it's not a diet. You're not going to chew on a piece of spinach all day long. You want to enjoy the process. So make sure you go through that book. There's some amazing foods in there, you guys. Some really amazing foods. Shakes, almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, I do not count as a yellow. Neither does Autumn. We're like BFFs. She just doesn't even know it. But she like said it on a webinar. She doesn't even count it. So you don't need to either. Enjoy your shake, right? So that's that. Let's see. Oh, buffet style. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 more ways that you can meal plan, and I'm going to let you guys go because I know you got better things to do than hang out with me. Buffet style. Make a whole bunch of vegetables, a whole bunch of grilled meat, a whole bunch of rice or something like that, and then you can just portion it out throughout the day. You can just put it into a bunch of containers, eat the same darn thing every single day, if that is what floats your boat. You can also, if you're fancy, go on to google.com. Mind blown, right? Put 21 Day Fix menu in there. They're going to come out. There's so many color-coded. I should have pulled it up. I'm kind of afraid if I was to screen share right now what would be on the other end, but you are more than capable. Go to Google. 21 Day Fix menus, max 30, 22 hardcore, whatever program you are on. Go there. There's color-coded menus. Find one that you almost love, but there's a few things that you would never eat on there. And if it's something green, it's Brussels sprouts, and you're like, dear God, I'd never eat a Brussels sprout, then cross the Brussels sprout out. Find something on the list of that same food group that you would eat and replace it. Bam, somebody else did hard work. All you got to do is cross out a few things, and now you love your brand new menu. That's all you got to do. Okay? Nice, Leanne. So who has questions?
That's my husband.
Oh, he's so adult. Does anybody have any questions?
Can you use the vanilla unsweetened almond milk?
Yeah, that's what I use.
Okay.
Either the vanilla unsweetened. Just make sure it's unsweetened.
Yeah, that's what I got. I just wanted to make sure the vanilla was okay because the plain.
Vanilla. Do you use the vanilla or the plain?
I
I think the vanilla, it's like 30 calories, and as long as it's not like full of sugar, you're fine.
Yeah, because I think it says 0 sugar on it. I just wanted to make sure the vanilla was okay.
Yeah, no, you're totally, yeah. Absolutely. Just get that shake in, man. I'm telling you guys, I'm trying to take a picture of everybody, and it's just not fitting. Those shakes help me so much with my cravings. They help me so much with my energy level. I'm exhausted most days. I drink my shake, I'm like wide awake. She cooks me some Shaco muffin things. It's like crack, you guys. And they're on the plan. And they're made out of Shakeology, and they're chocolate. And it's ridiculous. And then you can freeze it, and it's like ice cream. I find any way to enjoy, like I feel like I'm eating junk, but I'm really not. I like try and trick myself like I'm like indulging, and I'm really not. So that's it. That's what I've got. What we're trying to do, majority of you guys are in a challenge group. A majority of you guys are on a program. Right now, we need to start grooming. Have you guys ever heard of a diet bet? It's like big right now, right? They have these diet bet things going on all the time. Well, our company has come up with something called the health bet. Starting September 4th, somebody can correct me. It's whatever.
5th.
September 5th, thank you. Like, I don't even know. September 5th through I think October 12th, we have these apps. We have an app on your phone where you log in your Shakeology, you log in your workout, you check in, we keep you accountable, we share menus, we encourage you daily, and you can win a piece of it's like up to $3 million or something like that. You can win a piece of that just for logging it in. Ridiculous. But the funny thing is, most people are too lazy to log it in, even if they do it. So that betters our chances. So what we're doing right now is we're grooming everybody to get in the habit of checking in. If you're one of my people, then I've probably got you in a challenge group on that app already, because I want you to get in habit, because I want you to get a piece of that money. All you have to do is log it in. Shakeology 5 times, workout 3 times each week for those weeks that it's going on, and you're in there like swimwear. Seriously, you get like a piece of that pot. So why not, right? How easy is that? They're paying you to stay healthy and log it in. So I just want each and every one of you guys to be a piece of that. You can turn in your results at the end of your program if you're on 21-day fix or a 30-day program or whatever you are on. After that, if you take your befores, you take your afters on that 21st day or 22nd day, and you turn them into Beachbody, your coach can give you the directions. They send you a free t-shirt, and it enters you into a drawing to win cash prizes for getting healthy, you guys. So why not, right? A little extra dough never hurt anybody. So that's all I got. Thank you guys for hopping on. Does anybody, because we're not all going to be at the same place anymore, right? I'm always available, but does anybody have any questions?
You know what I'm saying? Get your nice amount of money.
Hey, Vicky, do you have any questions?
I just got here.
Aw, you missed the party. I'm going to send you a link, okay?
Okay.
And you can listen to the whole thing all over again and then ask me all the questions, because you have me. All right. Awesome. Nobody has any questions. So everybody is ready to roll for an entire week, right? And then they're going to repeat the process. You guys are good. I just feel like everybody should tag me. I want to see your menus. No, seriously though, you guys, put effort into it. Find a way that works for you and run with it. All right. Hope you guys have a good evening. Thank you so much.